Welcome back, fellow mobile gaming fanatics. I'm MyTyme to WWE Supercard Season 3. And before we go any further in this episode, do you want to get rid of all those horrible images that are basically download images? And by that, I mean if you were to click on your legacy and click on your legacy options, you are not blessed with all your images. You instead have the undownloaded either male or female silhouette in the background. If you do want to do that, I will show you what to do. You just have to go to the more option or more tab, click on options, you scroll down to download legacy DLC, and in here you will tick all these options from off, put them on. Do that, come all the way back out. You might need to reload the game up, then you'll go into your catalogue and boom, you'll be able to pick your card from there. So all your cards will be there, like this Batista card for example. As you can see, he's no longer a card in the game, but I can still use him as my champion in the background because I had his card. It's only going to be the cards that you collected, so it won't be every single card available, only those that you actually collected during season 1. So I'm missing plenty of cards, but this is just an example to show you here. Got rid of my Xavier Woods for the time being, so you can see that you can use cards which are no longer in the game if you wish as your champion. Now with that said, before we have a look at the next event, I'm going to just show you something. There's some bug at the moment. If you click on the leaderboards, all the leaderboards are bugged. Not that it makes much difference, but just so you can see here, it says you're ranked top but you're not. You can click on your team, it'll be exactly the same thing again. The whole ranking system since I think probably since most of the day, since they went down for 2 hours for server maintenance or whatever it was they done. The modes work, so you can still play the modes, you can still collect the points, but you can't physically tell where you are actually ranked. Now, what have I been doing? Well, I've been training up my cards. All my cards are trained up. In the process of training up this Miz card, and he's nearly finished. You'll see here he's just got a couple of games in toughness, all his ability done. I was also training up his brother, which had all the games played, but has about 8 now out of the ability matches actually finished, ever since for whatever reason, this bug that you lose all your ability games in season 3 for any cards that you'd actually already trained up. And I sat back and thought, you know what, why am I wasting my time training up this card and its abilities, because I'm not going to use it for very long. It's literally going into my team for Road to Glory for a little bit, yes, but the basic stats will hopefully get me through that. You know, I shouldn't need to rely on procs, so long as I just got the card 30 out of 30, play the majority of its matches. If one of my cards hasn't got the abilities done, so for example, I will show you what I mean. If I were to go to let's just come back to my card catalogue. If I were to pick a card which I'd previously, like this AJ Styles one, previously fully maxed out, played all the games, so it was ready to pro when it came to it, and now he's missing out on his matches. Okay, he's not quite ready, but yeah, missing out on his matches, then I wouldn't really care. I'd probably still just pro him, forget the abilities for now, because the longevity of this card in my deck is going to be so minimal. It's just the kind of basic stats I'm worried about. As long as he's doing about 10,000-11,000 across the board, it should get me through the Road to Glory until I change him with a better card, a hardened card, an Ultimate Pro, an Elite Single, anything like that. So that's one thing to think about. Those of you who are possibly working towards the newer tiers, as you get those new cards, you might not really worry about losing all those games in Wild, etc., just to try and get the procs of cards you once already trained up to retrain them again. So with that said, let's have a look at the event. Now, ring domination, Bill Goldberg, as you saw there. In fact, I'll go back and let you see the image a bit more. Starts in 14 hours. Why? This is starting on a Friday. Maybe it'll run from Friday to Monday. Maybe it'll be a flash event. I'm not too sure. I'm going to assume it's going to be a normal event and they're going to run it for the extra day. And this will conclude sometime on Monday evening or potentially Tuesday morning, something like that, rather than finishing on Sunday. So if you click on the actual event, you see it's got all the previous tiers we have added, or the game has added, hardened, elite and ultimate as rewards, as well as a new event card. Now the only way you can get this event card is by getting into the ultimate tier, and I have just been training up my cards to give me that opportunity to potentially get into it. So if I click on deck setup here, you see I've now trained up this Kalisto, trained up my Sami Zayn, I've put the tokens on them all, and basically excuse me, basically what I've done is these are the best cards that I can put in at the moment. I made sure they're all kind of maxed out in terms of tokens and stuff to see where it would put me, and it doesn't quite put me in ultimate. Now I can do a little bit more to Big Cass, but just so you are aware, in case you weren't sure, for hardened cards you're going to get 7 tokens, for elite cards you'll get 8 tokens to place in them, and for your ultimate cards there are 9 tokens. Yep, so 9 tokens. It's almost no point having tokens, you know. Now look at this. I mean, unless you want to put them into your abilities, which, to be honest with you, is probably where this game is going to be going in the near future, and that to get an advantage on people, you're going to have to start putting tokens into the ability, or at least 1 or possibly 2 tokens. Because, for example, with this Xavier Woods, once you get past his speed and charisma, if you don't really want to boost his power or toughness, you can always put 1 or 2 into his ability, and you kind of therefore saying, well, if I proc, I win if it's a speed or charisma match, you know. But I don't know. I've never been a fan of putting them in abilities. Maybe we'll start changing. See, I've got a little bit that I can do there for Big Cass. So Nakamura done. Samoa Joe, yes, their stats will improve once they play more games, but I can't guarantee to get all those done in time, and that probably isn't going to push me into ultimate tier either. In fact, it isn't. So the only way I can get into ultimate tier is with another ultimate card, or potentially even 2 elite cards to remove these 3 guys. That should push me into it. So I'm going to crack, guys, rightly or wrongly. I'm going to go in now. I didn't mean to come all the way back here, and I'm going to do the last packs you're going to see me do for an extremely long time. For some stupid reason, I just want to get this card. I don't know why. I think if I had been quite a way off this, I would have probably left it alone. But the fact that I could get so close, I've also got the chance of dropping down tiers and going for the hardened reward, etc. afterwards if I wanted to, because this is only going to allow me to get the elite, the ultimate, and then the event card. If I have enough time, maybe I'll drop in and also get a hardened card. I won't bother with the SummerSlam. We will see. But get cards. Let's do this, okay? I'm just going to do this very quickly. Throw out these 3. That's going to be me done. I'll train these cards up. They'll be going into my ring domination nearer the time to get me, hopefully, that Bill Goldberg card. So, 5,000 credits. If I got a pro here, yeah, it would be absolutely amazing. But I don't, even 3 elite cards, I wouldn't be too worried, guys. This is just literally to get that event. I might even only get 2 now and then save 1 for later on. In fact, that's what I might do. Get 2 cards now, put myself into it, and maybe save 1 for another video. So, 3, 2, 1. Fingers crossed. Will it be an ultimate? No, it's an elite. It's John Cena. It's the face that doesn't run the place. Okay, well, you can't ever complain really with a John Cena card, because he's going to be one of the better cards in the tier. You can see a 5,300 there for his charisma. He's almost got all 4 stats above 5,000 from the elite card. Okay, his speed is still going to be better than the best stats of some of the weaker cards in the tier. So that's a good card to get, Cena. And let's see if we can follow that up with a pro. A pro. Come on, a pro. We won't count down, we'll count up this time. Let's try 1, 2, 3. We're going to go 1, 2, 3 pro, okay? So say it with me. 1, 2, 3 pro. It's Rusev. Ugh, well, that didn't work, did it? No. Yeah, that didn't work. Okay, so Rusev, not quite as strong as Cena overall. He's a bit more balanced though, to be fair. Look, as you can see with his speed and charisma. I didn't realise actually Cena's speed was quite that bad. I thought it was I thought 4,992 or whatever it was would have been okay. Okay, so now with that done, what we're going to do is pause it, and I'll be back in just 2 seconds. Okay, and to save a bit of time, I've just skipped to here. So we've got that Cena card, that Rusev card, first SmackDown card. Is that the first SmackDown card I got? Believe it is the first SmackDown card I have received in the game. So we're going to lock up Rusev and lock up Cena. Now the next plan of action is to train these cards. So what I will do is I will come in here very quickly. I will come into WrestleMania tier first of all, and I could throw in any of these cards, but in fact I could throw in that Brock Lesnar one. But what I'll do before is I have a Randy Orton here, which you can see is pro but has no level. Same with Kofi, and Xavier Woods isn't fully leveled. So these 3 cards I'm going to keep for the Fusion Chamber, because I might as well use cards which have had other cards trained into them, because they're going to give a bigger XP boost, and these cards will give me the double. These cards are worth double points as they're pros compared to the single cards when it comes to the Fusion Chamber. So these 3 guys will stay here. A couple of those other guys will as well, and we'll start throwing in some of these divas, and Tyler Breeze, which is kind of a diva I suppose, that I'm not going to be using anymore. So for example, Tyler Breeze will go in just to see. It should give me up to about level 30. Boom. So I couldn't overkill, but we're not going to. We're not going to waste all our fodder yet. So that's 1 card gone. We've got 2 legendary cards left. So Triple H, you will go in as well. And that should put John Cena close. And let's come back and do the same with Rusev. So improve. Once again, Rock. That's all my legendary cards gone now. And I could throw in a couple of Survivor ones instead or something like that, but we'll stick with WrestleMania for now, because this is getting me close to getting what I actually want to get done. Naomi, Asuka, okay, off you go. Level 37 as well. Boom. So with that done, we can now quickly scroll back into our ring domination. I could have done this a different way, but never mind. Come to edit our deck, and the 2 which if I click autofill, that will show me as not quite making elite yet. So in that case, we will improve by training in a couple of single WrestleMania cards. I'm not sure how many I'll need. Maybe 2. I've got rid of most of my I've got rid of most of my other fodder here earlier doing the other cards. So at this moment in time, we will do this and this. So Cena, issue done, and Rusev, same again. Have I got any single? I might have actually 1 single Survivor card left, like a Ryback or something. Got a John Cena. Let's see if he's going to quite make it to the top. Oh no, Cena come up short. Okay. Alright, so we're still going to be fractionally short. Let's see if we can actually push us in there without having to waste any other cards. Rusev is going to be power toughness and a little bit of speed. So yep, is this going to be it, guys? Is this going to be ultimate? Oh, look at that. Okay, so to get that, I can get in there just by playing games, as you can see. So playing any of these games will get me into ultimate. So I can leave it now. It's just a case of playing. I'm going to be able to get the event card when the event starts, which is pretty awesome. So yep, there we go. I'm going to keep that bit of credits back. That's going to be saved up for another time. Maybe if they have a special, they have a sale, or if just one day I'm just think, hey, I'm just going to throw it in, guys, bang, do a pack opening, see what we get. We're going to wait, and hopefully there'll be something good to get. You know, maybe if I had got an ultimate there, I might have gone again just to get 2 elites. You might say, hey, you got more chance of getting an ultimate now. You haven't got one for your last 2 packs. Not going to push my luck this time. Going to be done. Going to leave it there. I'm going to sign out and say good luck in the forthcoming event. Let me know if you're going to be going for the Goldberg card, if you're going to be able to have a team to do so. You're going to either have to have played a lot to have got a lot of rewards. Some of you would have got a load of ladder rewards as well. You can contact support if you haven't got all the ones you should have gone. It's probably going to take them a while to sort everyone's out, but you will get the majority of those rewards back from what I can understand. And for some of you, that might help you to push you into the top tiers. Even if you can't get the event, can you get the elite card? Most of you should be able to get elite, possibly get the ultimate card. You know, get it now, then it's going to help you massively. If you can get an ultimate card and an elite card, in terms of making the next ring domination, and it's also going to probably be very, 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 very key in the road to glory, which is going to end up coming up, because I imagine to get to the top tiers of those, or the top levels, when you're playing through the hardened cards, etc., and the elite cards, you're going to be up against some tough people. So if you can get those cards, I think they're definitely going to help you. Well, with all that said, I'm going to shoot off now. I'm not going to be around for a great deal over the next 10 days, so I will try and bring you bits and pieces as I can. I'm going to try and play away from the computer, etc., but I just probably won't be on as much until the beginning of December. So apologies if my content is a bit sparse for 10 days or so, but I will be back. I promise I'm not going anywhere. Good luck, people. Thank you for watching. I'll see you all soon.